Hi, this is Chuck Lavazzi, the Senior Performing Arts Critic at 88.1 KDHX in St. Louis, and this is Chuck's Culture Channel, your guide to the performing arts in St. Louis and beyond. And right now I'm coming to you virtually via the miracle of Zoom and the green screen from the Blue Strawberry nightclub in St. Louis. And the reason for that is that the guy sharing the screen with me here is David Giuntoil, and he is doing a show at the Blue Strawberry on Friday, January 14th, starting at 7:30 p.m. Tickets available live and for at-home live streaming. So, David, welcome to the Culture Channel.
Well, Chuck, it's good to have some culture now and then in my life. I appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me to your show. Appreciate it.
I should mention that David and I go back a ways. We've known each other for a while personally. We're both on the board of the Cabaret Project of St. Louis. And this is not David's first rodeo when it comes to cabaret shows. I know you've done a couple before, at least, that I know of, right?
Yeah, this is actually my fourth new
show
that I'm doing, and I've done shows in around the country. New York, Chicago, Portland, LA, et cetera, et cetera. Of course, St. Louis, my home base. Mm-hmm. And so this is a totally new show that I'm doing this on the 14th. There's a storyline to it. It's called, What Is This Thing Called Love? Mm-hmm. And so the storyline, yeah, there are, Chuck, I don't know if you know this, but there are one or two songs written about love. I don't know if you knew that.
Just a few.
Just thought I'd let you know. So working with Carol Schmidt, my musical director, who is very well known, and extremely talented pianist.
Yeah, of course, I've worked with Carol a lot, so yeah. And she's well known.
We selected songs that describe the various different aspects of the love relationship. You know, the new love. Mm-hmm. The hot love, the comfortable love, the breakup, the repeat, you know, the whole thing, how that goes. And it kind of flows through, and there's some personal side to it that we've woven in, which of course is about cabaret. And the thing that's kind of new for me, and I'm really proud of this show that we've put together, is that it's not, though we do have Cole Porter and Johnny Mercer in the mix, it's not only Cole Porter and Johnny Mercer. It includes more contemporary, Sonny and Cher, for example, Peter Allen, for example, Carol Bayer Sager, for example, Al Green, for example.
Okay.
In addition to some of the good old standards, Jimmy Van Heusen, Sammy Kahn, Cole Porter, and so on.
But now that's kind of different for you, because I know your previous shows have been mostly Great American Songbook standards.
They have been, yes, Sinatra style, all of that. And so this is different. It's a bit of a challenge, shall we say? But I think it adds some additional dimensions to the whole question of what is this thing called love. And I thank Carol Schmidt for guiding me in that direction. So that's why I think it's going to be very fun and interesting and different. And I'm glad you mentioned that the show is being a live stream, because I think we've all heard that there's something called COVID out there. And some people are concerned about going out. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
And so in talking with Jim Dolan, the proprietor of the Blue Strawberry, he suggested, and I thought it was a great idea, to live stream the show. And that's also already produced some tangible benefits, because some people from other parts of the country have already purchased tickets. So, and then people who are local that feel more comfortable staying home can also view the show. So I'm glad you mentioned that in your opening remarks.
Yeah, well, in fact, I've seen some shows live streamed from the Blue Strawberry, And I guess for people who haven't done that, I should let them know that the Blue Strawberry has a pretty good live streaming setup. They have a multiple camera arrangement, so they can get, far and close in zooms, and they really put together a pretty good live stream. It's the next best thing to being there, in my opinion. And the sound is also pretty good.
The sound is good. It's a terrific little club right in our backyard, so to speak. And so it's going to be there. I want to also mention that in addition to Carol Schmidt on piano, my musical director, Ben Wheeler will be on stand-up bass.
Okay, yeah.
I have a couple guest people. Mike Whalen is going to be on guitar for a couple numbers. And he and also one of the proprietors at the Blue Strawberry, Ken Holler, who we all know and love, is going to be agreed to do a duet with me, and that's going to be great. I can tell you that now.
Okay. For people who don't know, Ken Holler is very active locally here in St. Louis as an actor and singer. And also he's a doctor, so he's also a strong advocate for public health. But yeah, Ken is one of the co-owners of the Blue Strawberry and a very talented cabaret performer in his own right. So that, you're right, that'll be fun.
He's fun. And so I wanted to just make that point, because it's not just me, it's some terrific musicians, and they're going to have their opportunity to do their solos and really, really swing it. Ken Holler being a great singer and performer in his own right, but also being a doctor, as you mentioned. There are going to be some, for those of you out there who want to come in person, you have to be vaccinated. You've got to prove vaccination or a negative test.
Negative PCR test. Yeah.
There's spacing, there's masks, so there are precautions there. Thanks a lot to Ken and his medical background.
Yeah. So
that's pretty much it.
Now, I just want to mention, you talked about the different stages of love. I always love to repeat this story, but so Steve Ross once said that there are 4 kinds of love songs. I want to be in love, I am in love, I was in love, and New York, New York. So, I'm assuming you won't be hearing New York, New York, but
no New York, New York, but everything else that you mentioned, Chuck, including a song like "I Wish I Were in Love Again."
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you know that one, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
I Wish I Were in Love Again.
Yeah,
we got them all.
That's a Rodgers and Hart.
Yeah.
Larry Hart wrote some wonderful lyrics.
Yeah.
So you're going to have what? There's going to be some Rodgers and Hart in there, obviously some Cole Porter, Johnny Mercer, some newer singer-songwriters. You mentioned Carol Bear Sager.
Yep.
Yeah, you hinted that there was sort of an autobiographical through line to it in some respect. Talk a little about that.
Yes. Well, as cabaret, in cabaret, we sort of bare our souls, don't we?
Yes, we do.
In a way. And there's always and there's the story. It's not just singing songs. There's a story, and we have, and my wife Melissa and I are going to share some of our personal experiences, and going through the whole cycle, if you will. Also, there's something I didn't mention. There's a surprise. There's going to be a world premiere of a song written by Hampton Callaway.
Oh.
World premiere that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
A brand new song by Hampton Callaway in your show. That I'm glad you didn't forget to mention that. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
In case you don't know out there, Hampton Callaway is a very, very well-known singer-songwriter. And very, very active in the jazz world as well. So, yeah.
So that's part of the autobiographical story.
Okay.
More to come, but you've got to come and listen to the show or live stream it to get the whole picture.
And let's remind people, this is at the Blue Strawberry, which is at 356 North Boyle here in St. Louis. So if you're in St. Louis, you can come see it live, or if you're anywhere in the world, you can live stream it. And you can order the tickets at the website, which I'm looking at on a separate screen here, bluestrawberrystl.com.
That is correct. And there's a little box if you're living out of the area or want to stay home to check for live stream.
Yes.
And if you live stream it, you can fill your living room with people for that one ticket. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, you could. And in fact, I have done this. I have watched live streams, and I've used the Apple AirPlay to throw them onto our, big screen TV, and it's kind of cool, really. So be aware of that. That's David Giuntoil. What is this thing called? Love. It says here, jazz and pop with lots of guest artists at the place right behind me, the Blue Strawberry, St. Louis, and also via live stream. David, sounds like a fun show. I will certainly be watching. I'll be watching on live stream. So have a great show. I'm sure you're well into rehearsals at this point.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And loving it. I'm really proud of it too, Chuck. So I can't wait to do it.
Okay, very good. David, thanks for taking a few minutes to talk about this. Once again,
absolutely.
That's David Giuntoil on one side, and I am Chuck Lavazzi with 88.1 KDHX. This is Chuck's Culture Channel. Stay tuned. I will see you again next time with more news, views, and other stuff from the performing arts. See you next time. Bye-bye.